Bloody football. Alright, let's go. Welcome to Bloody Football. I'm your host, Tarzan. You can call me Tarzan, if that's how you can say it. But let's get on with it. This is the bloody preview for the midweek, Matchday 19. There's only a handful of games this midweek. There's not a lot. There's only West Ham versus West Brom, Leicester V Chelsea on Tuesday. Wednesday, Manchester City versus Aston Villa. Thank God they're coming back. But Fulham versus Manchester United, Liverpool versus Burnley. Let's start with the first game on Tuesday night, which is West Ham versus West Brom. Who is going to win? Simple. West Brom do not play the same way West Ham does. West Ham is at 29 points, same as Chelsea. And for Chelsea's sake, I want to draw with West Brom and West Ham. But West Ham at home is more likely to go and get a win against West Brom, given Sam Allardyce's football, and I highly doubt that they're going to get 2 penalties like they did in the weekend to get a win. So I'm predicting for West Ham to get a narrow win by 1 goal, so 1-0 or 2-1 to West Ham. The second game, the game that I am really focusing on, Leicester versus Chelsea. I've made a video already where I talked in length about why we should play 4-2-3-1 and 4-3-3 is not the way forward, especially N'Golo Kante by himself at number 6. It's just not going to work. It won't work. It doesn't work. It hasn't worked. It won't work. So let's go with a 4-2-3-1. Back 5, the usual 5. I do not know why Rudiger was playing in the weekend next to Silva. If it was next to Zuma, it would have made more sense. But I really hope that Silva can play tomorrow against Leicester. I mean, if he can. I do not want him to just come back for the sake of it. Because Reece James and Ben Chilwell came back in one of the games. I think it was against Wolves. And they looked like they were completely out of it. They didn't look like they were fully fit. So if Silva is not fully fit, we would have to go with Zuma and Rudiger. We just have to. But hopefully, we go with the back 5 of Mendy, Zuma, Silva, Ben Chilwell, Reece James. In the midfield, with the 2, Kante and Mount. And Kante should be given proper instruction to sit back and defend and disrupt any of their attacks. He needs to stay at number 6. He should not leave his post. Because if he goes forward, we're going to leave a lot of spaces behind. And they have got players that just needs the tiniest bit of space and the tiniest bit of time to create a goal. Especially in the form that Vardy, Maddison, Tielemans, Barnes even, all of them are at. They're having a great season. There is a reason they're at number 2. But saying that, between number 8 and number 2, there is only 8 points gap. That's not a lot. We have seen a much larger overturn at a later point in the season. If I remember correctly, Manchester United were 8 points ahead of Manchester City back in 2011 when Manchester City went on to win the league. And they had only like 6 games in hand, something like that. We have 18 games in hand. We just need to play properly. Anyway, in front of N'Golo Kante and Mason Mount should be on the 2 wings, Hakim Ziyech, and without a question and a shadow of a doubt, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Not Pulisic. I love Pulisic, but the guy in form is Callum Hudson-Odoi. He just shows it. He is in it. And if we're playing Reece James, it has to be Hakim Ziyech playing on the right, because they have a chemistry that works really well. So since we are starting Reece James, Hakim Ziyech, Ben Chilwell, and Callum Hudson-Odoi, all of whom can put a cross into the net and into the box, even though Giroud played quite a lot of minutes in the weekend, and I don't know if he's going to be ready for tomorrow. He's the best option, given the three we have. The best one that can pull one in. And I'm predicting Chelsea to cross into the box about 50 crosses from all over the place. Just crosses coming in, and hopefully one goes in. We would have to play Inshallah football tomorrow. We're playing against a really, really strong side, and that's on form, and he's playing well, managed by a good manager. But let's not forget, Leicester had their weird moments in the season as well. They're not. It's not as if they cannot make mistakes. They could have. They can make mistakes. Leicester can make mistakes, and we have to capitalize on those mistakes tomorrow. Now, I'm not going to be predicting a Chelsea win here because my head doesn't tell me. Like, my heart is always screaming Chelsea might win when there is a chance. There is even a chance, like 10% chance Chelsea can win. My heart is like Chelsea is going to win. But my head is saying a draw. We will accept a draw. They will accept a draw. They're 3 points again. There are what 35 points. They're quite out of us, and they wouldn't want to lose against us. As much as they would love to win against us, they wouldn't want to lose against us, and we don't want to lose. We would be okay with a point. They will be okay with a point. So I believe for Chelsea versus Leicester, it's going to be a draw, a 1-1 draw. And hopefully that is the result, because that's the result that we need. The result we want is Chelsea to win. The result we definitely do not want is Chelsea to lose, especially in a bad manner tomorrow. That would be terrible. And I hope that doesn't happen. Let's move on to Wednesday. Manchester City versus Aston Villa. This is Villa's first game in weeks. They were out because of COVID. They're finally coming back. We have seen COVID can, take players down from being world class or almost world class to barely being present on the pitch. So I'm not quite sure how it's going to affect Aston Villa at this point, because I haven't seen them play yet. And Manchester City is in a great form, is in scintillating form, to be honest. They just won 4-0. They put 3 against us. They won the game before that 2-0. They should have won it 5-0 or 6-0. And they're definitely going to win this. There's no question about it. Aston Villa, I just don't think as good a team as they were before they had to go out because of COVID. I do not think they have the capacity at the moment to challenge Manchester City for a draw even. So there will be a win of Manchester City come tomorrow. Come Wednesday. It's Manchester United versus Fulham on Wednesday. Fulham could get a draw. This is a game where I need Fulham to get a draw against Manchester United. Will they? Yes. I think so. I think they can. If anyone can get a draw at this point, after watching them in the weekend, they can defend. This lot can defend. And when they defend in low blocks, they could, as long as there isn't a penalty. I mean, it's Manchester United, but hoping there's no penalty, there could be a draw, 1-1 or 0-0. But my brain is saying Manchester United is going to win this game against Fulham 2-1. Last game on Thursday is Liverpool versus Burnley. After the dismal game of yesterday, it wasn't worth watching in any shape or form. Yesterday's game just wasn't good. So Liverpool will want a win on Thursday. And often, what Liverpool wants, Liverpool gets in the last few years. Especially against a team like Burnley that doesn't come out, they just want to hang on. They just want to, stay in the league. That's all they want. They play horrible football. They play the most negative football I could think of. They do not press forward unless they have to get a press, ahead to equalize. I don't think Burnley has it in them to get anything against Liverpool, especially Liverpool at Anfield. So Liverpool win, a 2-0 win. Predicting at least a 2-0 win, if not more. And that would wrap up my bloody preview for the midweek Matchday 19. Thank you. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, comment and subscribe. More content is coming our way. Hopefully, more quality content. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, comment and subscribe. I have been your host. Please stay safe and take care of yourself.